from your local news leader. This is 13 News at 11.
Their Old Man Winter's version of landmines, potholes all over the roads.
Now the state is getting ready to shovel out a lot of money to fix them. But will the tight budget allow every hole to be filled? It's Thursday night and the big story on 13 News, a pothole blitz planned for Virginia's highways. Our
unusually harsh winter seems to have made the problem worse than other years. Our interstates are literally pockmarked with them. Many have been filled, but the filling is getting knocked out with the temperature changes. Now the governor has directed VDOT to spend all of next month focused on handling those pesky potholes. The 13 News 19 was on the story tonight. Christina Rohal is live in Norfolk. Christina, this is going to cost a lot of money. Does the state have it?
Well, Regina, VDOT says it does. It has about $46 million budgeted for repairing roads across the Commonwealth. But this year, crews tell us they're dealing with a lot more potholes than they have in years past. They're pesky and dangerous. And drivers say they're unavoidable.
I just went and picked my son up at school. They had like 8 potholes just getting to his school.
Peter Rulock just got done fixing his car after back-to-back potholes popped his tires.
Now I'm just ducking potholes everywhere I go. Every street I turn on is a pothole, especially out Norfolk. If we paying out tax dollars, they need to fix these roads, you know.
VDOT says this month it's patched about 25,000 potholes in Hampton roads, which is a quarter more than last year. You can see the filled holes all over the interstate. VDOT says the big problem is crews are spending hours refilling the same holes because the patches are made of material that doesn't hold up.
It's more susceptible to moisture damage and so on, so it's really, we count on that as a temporary patch.
VDOT manager Bill Collier says when the temperatures get into the 50s, then crews can start using hot mixed asphalt, which is a more permanent fix.
Anything we can do to stop going back to the same hole several times will be a big help.
He says crews have already logged 1,600 hours repairing the holes, and it will be VDOT's top priority throughout March.
There may be a need to shift some money from other assets. You know, we may do less litter pickup or ditch cleaning.
Now, VDOT tells us one of the challenges is also identifying where all the potholes are. They tell us they have crews do big sweeps along the major highways, but they also want to encourage drivers to report potholes, especially out there on the secondary roads. Reporting live in Norfolk tonight, I'm Christina Rohal, 13 News.
Thanks, Christina. If you want to report a pothole to VDOT, you can also do so online. There is a link on WVEC.com. Also on our website, Janet Roach's report on what happens if your car is damaged by a pothole. There are currently dozens of damage claims filed to the state. Check out your chances of getting reimbursed on WVEC.com.
Meantime, Virginia's roads will see $500 million to get some stuff done thanks to federal stimulus money. Today, the state officially assigned all of its stimulus money for transportation. Each of the 7 cities in Hampton Roads will get at least millions of dollars. The money goes to widening roads, repaving, traffic light timing, and bridge repair. One of the projects already underway is the widening of Witch Duck Road in Virginia Beach.
I think it would be great because the traffic is kind of congested and I go this way to work every day and it's a big help. It helped me get to work on time.
Virginia beat the deadline by a week, which may mean bonus stimulus money.
Tonight, work crews in Norfolk are burning the midnight oil to fix a water main break downtown. The pipe burst on Granby Street. It had some bad timing right at the afternoon rush hour. The break flooded the area and crews rushed to the scene to stop the water. They spent most of the night tearing up the road to get the problem fixed. And they're still out there right now, so you'll want to avoid driving in that direction.
We're getting some breaking news in from police in Newport News tonight. Police tell us 29-year-old Marcus Piggott turned himself into headquarters about 90 minutes ago. Piggott was wanted for the murder of 39-year-old Sherman Wardell. Police say Piggott shot Wardell at Collard's mobile home park on Tuesday morning. Tonight, he is in the Newport News jail. In Chesapeake, some decisions are made before the trial gets underway for 2 men accused of murder and shooting a Chesapeake police officer. 13 News has learned neither Deidreon Short nor Willie Simmons will face a charge of attempted murder of a police officer. Both still face a list of charges, including first-degree murder in the death of Tiani Vincent. Vincent was kidnapped in Norfolk, tossed in a van, and driven to Chesapeake. Police chased the van onto I-64 and eventually got into a shootout. Off-duty police officer Sean Fleming was wounded in the shooting. A third suspect in the case, Christopher White, was shot to death on the highway. Jury selection continues tomorrow.
News since 6 police make an arrest in the robbery of a credit union in Newport News. The holdup happened at the Virginia Educators Credit Union on Nettles Drive this morning. Police say 48-year-old Daniel Jones demanded money from the teller, then took off on foot. We're told people who saw surveillance pictures on the news helped in getting Jones arrested quickly. Police believe Jones also held up the same credit union last month.
Tonight we're learning more Norfolk schools are being investigated for issues with mandatory state testing. The pilot will report tomorrow that Bayview and Oakwood Elementary, as well as Rosemont Middle School, are now being checked. It would make a total of 7 schools under investigation. Dreamkeepers Academy is also on the list. 13 News was there today for an open house. The school allegedly kept underperforming students from taking the test. Today, the principal of Dreamkeepers didn't want to talk about testing. She's trying to refocus the school's image.
We focus on positive energy each and every day. Our students are outstanding. I've made my statement. If you go on Palette Online, you can read my reply, and that would give you all the answers that you need.
In the reply, Dr. White says the school is following testing guidelines and participating in training opportunities.
Old Man Winter is once again paying a visit to the eastern seaboard. We were spared for the most part, but not everyone was as lucky. Hampton Roads saw several hours of snow overnight, even a squall during the evening rush hour, but none of the snow stuck to the ground. That's good news for the snow removal budget, which is nearly empty. It's a much different story to the north, where some parts of Pennsylvania and New York are expecting up to 18 inches of snow. Once again, hundreds of flights were canceled and schools were closed, and more closures are expected tomorrow. And the snow proved to be difficult even for one snowplow this morning. This video is from the Poconos in Pennsylvania, where the plow didn't quite make it. The driver was not hurt, but it took several hours to get the truck upright again.